Yeah, so I got this, I can't remember if it was last year or the year before now, but the reasoning behind it was for my back was hurting an awful lot because I've had spinal surgery that didn't necessarily work very well, but sometimes the plate carrier was just getting too much, and I was at a point where I wasn't really running around with 15 mags and blah 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 blah. I just wanted to have something that was lightweight and would do the job, and I hate to keep going back to it, but SEAL Team on Sky One,
David Boreanaz,
is it's a source of inspiration for me when I'm looking at kit. I don't want to do a SEAL Team 6 loadout, but I do look at the stuff that they use.
It's well researched, isn't it?
It is.
And the impression I get is very well researched. They've clearly got advisors.
Yeah, and everything from the kit to the way they handle the weapons, it's much better than a lot of previous.
Yeah, I'm sure there's to a more trained eye than mine. I'm sure there's issues with it.
Yeah,
but certainly for a lot of the modern stuff, the modern kind of war-y super operator stuff, it does seem very good.
I like the fact that they change their guns depending on the operation. They don't just stick with the 416. Quite often they've got the MP7 or
There's a nice bit in the later series when they got the new recruit.
Yes.
And they're taking him through all the shiny stuff laid out. And
I did like that
one.
one.
One of those.
Yeah, and don't touch them.
It's a bit like your living room.
On a normal day, yeah. There is...
Actually, I can talk, can't I?
I was about to say, you're not really suffering for a lack of guns hanging around.
No.
But anyway, back to this. So this is Spiritus Systems,
Yep.
American company, veteran-owned, and it's called a Microfight chest rig. And it's very much like a high-end German car. You get this bit, and then everything else is extra.
Buy a shell and then buy bits for it.
So it is all focused on what they call the chassis, which is this middle bit, and it has 2 pockets. That's it. And you build it up how you want to use it with Velcroed insert. So this at the moment has got the SMG insert in for my KWA QRF, which will hold MP7, MP5, MP9 mags quite happily. And then at the front I have a single AR mag pouch and a double pistol pouch. You can get little flaps, so you can have full flap, half flap. You can have, I've got the M4 insert, which will hold 3 more M4 mags. I've got the SR25 insert, so you can have 2 of those. All of it costs, but it does mean that you have the base. I
suppose you can have one rig and then switch these out, rather than having 3 rigs or whatever.
And there
are copies of these now.
Oh god, yeah, and they're pretty good.
Yeah, they're not. I've seen the stitching. They're not brilliant, but
they're not brilliant.
Again, if you're not deployed with David Boreanaz, it doesn't.
No, and I'm not going to lie, this wasn't cheap. So I got this from Tactical Kit, and the Microfight chassis with the shoulder straps, the fat straps, and the fat back strap. So the back strap that goes around.
So that's extra as well.
They did a package of like £190, and that came with the 3 M4 mag insert and a full flap. So I bought a half flap, I bought all the inserts. I have these which are called extender wings. So one of them has my radio in, which has got 2 of the comm loops on the shoulder harness.
What's the antenna from?
eBay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it was about 20 quid.
It's probably going to cook your face off.
Probably, but
It looks good though.
It does. It does, and David uses it. Mate David. And then the other one, I quite often use that as a holster actually.
Oh right, just have a pistol in.
So I stick a pistol in there, and I've got the 2 mags there. Thusly, and it will take it with a torch as well. So it's put your bungee strap over.
You're not going to jump out of a plane out of it, but but we're not jumping out of planes, so it doesn't.
So that means I can pretty much. I've got my dangler pouch. This is a Warrior dangler pouch, so I use this for. It's got pockets everywhere. It has at the bottom some elastic for Sire looms or Mark 5s, Mars, but I don't think they fit in there. But I do use it again for grenades, and you get a couple of big smoke grenades in there. The obligatory mechanics gloves, which haven't given up on me yet.
Is that
the high definition?
Oh really?
The high dexterity ones.
Maybe just had a bum set.
Maybe, and the little Grimlock to hold it on. And with this, I can carry everything I need for a morning.
Yeah.
And I don't get too hot. I don't have anything pressed on my back. It's got everything I need and nothing I don't.
I've got a Plat Attack Peacekeeper Mark 4, which is just a bit too big.
Yeah.
As a lightweight chest rig, so I might get something a bit smaller.
And when I added it up, yes, it was probably just the right side of £390 in total for everything. But I can use this one rig.
Yeah.
For literally every gun I've got.
And again, you can get low cost airsoft.
Yeah, I think Viper, their VX range, they have a very similar system.
Emerson do one as
Emerson do one.
So I don't feel like you have to spend loads of money.
No, but I do believe if you have the money and you want to spend it, go for it.
Is it going to cripple? No.
No.
So, if you can afford it, you enjoy it. I get slight aside, and probably I might cut this out, but I get really annoyed at people that get the inverse snobbery thing. Really irritates me. Well, people think they're better than you because they spent less.
I saw plenty of that with the Mark 46.
Exactly, which we'll talk about in
another video. Yeah. So that's that. There are cheaper options available. I imagine there's probably more expensive options available.
Okay.
But I know this is not going to break. This isn't going to give up on me playing airsoft.
We've had that for a while,
and it's being used quite a lot.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm more likely to give up than this because I have a habit of nearly dying at least once a year. So yeah, those are. That's it. That's how I go into battle.
Last thing I'll talk about is my helmet. This is a bit like Trigger's broom.
It's nothing original.
The shell.
It's not
quite like Trigger's broom because the shell's original. No, the shell's original.
Okay.
That's it.
New shroud rails. So this started off life as an FMA. I forget the exact model. I think it's was it the Wendy? Fast,
no, it's
a fast bump.
It is a fast. It is a fast. So it is a FMA fast copy. Which model it actually is, I don't know. I think it's maybe the base.
Yeah.
It should really be a maritime, but I'm not going to worry about that. It's absolutely fine.
Yeah.
From 2 feet away.
Do you know what? For the price of them, they're not that bad helmet wise.
Not that bad. The shell's quite good. I have changed the.
You've changed the retention.
I've changed the retention system. I've changed the liner. I changed the rails because things get popping off. I've changed the shroud.
But you are using some pretty expensive night vision gear at times.
I've tested stuff I can't afford to replace. So I've got a real Wilcox shroud on because I didn't want things falling off. I've got a real Wilcox arm again because I didn't want things falling off.
Yeah.
It was cheaper than it wasn't cheap. It's cheaper. It's cheaper than paying for a £6,000 night vision unit. Yeah. So I thought that was money well spent, and it looks cool. So that's good.
Wow, is that a light fighter patch I spy?
No, that's my old team patch, LFA.
Yeah.
I've got they've got again. There's some stuff I'm prepared to buy real stuff, and some stuff. So whilst that's real, I've got a Repro
counterweight
pouch. I really don't care.
Doesn't matter, does it?
Really don't
it's
care.
Just there for weight.
I've got definitely got a real Repro Hellstar.
Yeah, the real ones are a few £100, aren't they? I think.
Yeah, £400. So this is I haven't actually tested it IR yet, but it's just a visible light and IR.
IFF thingy, isn't it?
And I think it's all well and good in Syria when you're the only dudes with IR equipment and night vision. Yeah. In most airsoft events, there's night vision on both sides, so having an IR strobe on your hat probably isn't
the best.
Probably isn't the best. So I really wasn't bothered about.
Just aim for the Christmas tree lights.
So literally, whether it works or not. And actually, what it's probably going to use most for is when I'm photographing.
Yeah.
Just have a red light.
A bit of atmosphere.
This cover is a First Spear. That's authentic. A First Spear stretch. My partner stitched on the retention for the Hellstar. I've added some Velcro and put these bungee loops on. Again, it's one of those things, isn't it? Yeah.
I mean, I do have a helmet, but I get hot really quickly.
Yeah, I do too.
And I find if I'm wearing a helmet and it's not -6 outside, I'm going to overheat.
I mainly use it if I'm videoing. So if I've got my GoPro on my hat, this comes off.
Change that.
And my GoPro goes
I think I'd use it and I'd live with the heat if I was playing Urban or CQB. Just so I don't get.
Well, that's the other thing. And the other time I wear it is when I'm playing CQB. I've had
Yeah.
BFGs land on my head and
I've been shot from stairs down on the top of my head, and it doesn't half.
I've had a tremor and a Dynatech come down the stairs and hit this helmet.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah.
So this is authentic enough.
Yeah.
For me, it's got enough other than my old team patch. Obviously
IR proofed laser cut.
IR identification flag. I'm going to get a call sign patch on the other side. We haven't quite worked out. When we work out what call signs we're actually going to call ourselves,
okay,
we'll get call sign patches.
I do think that when people started doing the UKSF impressions many moons ago, really was only the choice of trying to get the real kit.
Yeah.
And
there's loads of...
When the copies were coming out, they were, excuse my language, crap.
Yeah.
They were shit. They were absolutely rubbish. And they would last a game if you were lucky. And now it's really sort of...
You could do...
There's a multitude of options for most budgets, wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, I totally agree. You can pretty much do an entire kit now on... If you're not an outsized size, most of the reasons I've made the decisions to use real stuff comes from the fact that
You're bigger than your average Chinese man.
I'm 5'11", 182, 110 kilos, 50-inch chest.
Yeah.
Most of the repro stuff, as you alluded to, comes out of Asia.
You're not going to fit in their extra large.
Their extra large is not extra large.
No.
So otherwise, I would have quite happily gone with it. For some reason I've got... I won't talk about it in great detail, but for some reason I've got a real cry top is you just can't get one in my size that's repro, and actually I got it cheap anyway on eBay. And there are bargains on eBay, so if you shop around and wait, you can
you don't
get stuff.
have to pay like full price. You can do a genuine loadout with not genuine money.
That's Arc'teryx trousers. Again, they were cheap in a sale, so they were third of the price they would have been originally.
I mean, the quality of the fabric as well.
And it is great.
Yeah.
I've got a video queued up and ready to go on the differences between, certainly for combat trousers, the different levels of clones. But it's not again, for airsoft, you feel if you play once, twice a month in the woods, it really doesn't matter.
No.
If your crotch blows out, it's a bit embarrassing, but you can walk back to the...
Oh. I've had that.
Yeah, I've blown trousers out.
I did a leap, heard a rip, and my bum suddenly started getting cold. Gaffer tape.
But at least you can go back to the safe zone, gaffer tape yourself, or put some spare trousers on, and then you're done. Whereas you're not in Syria for 2 weeks crawling around with your arse hanging out. It's a bit different. So it doesn't really matter. But again, I think if I could have bought repros, I would have done. Yeah. But then this was £70.
Which, with the sort of repro quality you're looking at, it's a minimal saving, really.
Yeah. So this would have been a lot more, but like obviously eBay. That's a really nice top. So that's how. So that's kind of our current loadout. What do you guys wear?
Yeah.
And what do you think about using real steel or real world gear on the airsoft field? Is it a complete waste of money, or is it worth it to you? Please let us know.
I think the whole thing, it's another episode all on its own, isn't it? The real versus repro.
Yeah. Thanks for watching. I've been Tom Anvil Hibberd.
I've been Phil the Power Bucknall.
Please like, subscribe, ding that bell, and we'll see you next time.